All right, I'm over here at Goldback.com and I just saw the craziest thing. They have officially announced that they're discontinuing their first 3 states. What? Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Now, before I get into the discontinuation of Utah, Nevada, and New Hampshire, which is huge news, first I just want to talk about what Goldbacks are if you're not familiar with these. These are basically a hyperfractional piece of gold. The one Goldback contains 1/1000th of a troy ounce, and you can use these for barter. Now, this is a pretty cool way to transact because you are using 24 karat gold, and the gold is actually in these, it's not somewhere else. And I think we can all agree this is better than a fiat currency, because with something like the dollar, usually the value goes down year after year with inflation, but gold is outside of that system, and the value of the Goldbacks has actually been going up year after year. When the first Goldback came out in 2019, the purchasing power was around $2.25, but over the last 6 years, things have changed. Now the purchasing power is around $6.75. And because these have different denominations, people like to try and collect one of every single type. And when the Florida Goldbacks came out, they released 3 new denominations. Those are the 1/2 Goldback, the 2 Goldback, and the 100 Goldback. And these were very well received. And I think this is playing a huge role in the discontinuation of the first 3 states that were released. Let's get into that. So again, they write, we're officially announcing the discontinuation of our first 3 state series, Utah, Nevada, and New Hampshire. But don't worry, this isn't goodbye. Each of these state series will undergo a major refresh, including enhanced artwork, updated security features, and new denominations to ensure they align with the latest Goldback technology. So all of the original designs that we've grown to know and love over the years are no longer being printed. You're not going to be able to get this design moving forward. They're going to completely redo the Utah, Nevada, and New Hampshire Goldbacks. So I hope you didn't grow too attached to these designs. I mean, I think some of these are super cool, and honestly, in the years to come, these older versions might become collectible, but they printed a lot of them, so I think you might have to wait, 5 or 10 years for that to actually happen. But moving forward, we're never going to see these designs printed again. It's kind of sad. Now, they did mention there's going to be new technology in the re-release of Utah, Nevada, and New Hampshire, and obviously they're going to add the new denominations, so we're going to get a 1/2, a 2, and a 100 for those states, which we've never seen before. But the UV authenticator is super cool. I actually love that the Florida Goldbacks have this. It's just sort of another layer of protection. I mean, these have never been faked before. No one has ever tried to counterfeit a Goldback, but if they did, they would have to figure out this sort of blacklight technology here. So I think that's really great that that's going to be added to the older states. And they do say that the updated Utah series will be the first to debut in 2026, followed by Nevada and New Hampshire. As of today, the current designs are officially out of print. However, they will still be available while supplies last. So if you don't have any of the original designs, you probably want to pick them up, because I think over the years, they're going to be harder and harder to find. Now, I have a theory on why they decided to pull the plug on the first 3 states that had the Goldbacks, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, but hear me out. So when Goldback released the Florida series, it was instantly loved by stackers, people who like the Goldbacks, people who like art. I mean, these were clearly superior to all the other states that had come out so far in regard to the designs. The designs are so fresh, so well done that they actually stand head and shoulders above everything else that Goldback had come out with up until this point. So I think when they saw the older series, they were kind of like, we have to do something. We have to upgrade these so that they at least match what we did with Florida, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. So I really think that every state that comes out should have all 8 of the denominations. They should have artwork that is up to this caliber. They should have all of the security features. So it definitely makes sense to me what they're doing. I think this is actually a needed change, but I don't want to bash on the old designs too much. I mean, think about how much technology has changed just since 2019. I mean, it's obvious they could do much cooler things now, but for the time, these were really, really cool. And honestly, we'd never seen anything like this before. I mean, the ability to put so much art on 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold was absolutely unheard of. So these had their place, and you still will be able to barter with all of the original Goldbacks. They still contain the exact same amount of gold, so nothing has changed as far as the utility of them is concerned. And for those of you who like to collect all of the different designs, it's going to be great to have more out there to collect. And as I did briefly mention before, I think some of these original ones are going to have a premium at some point in the future. I mean, think 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, if they continue to print the new designs for decade after decade, but the original ones were discontinued, I think they could be a collector's item at some point. The last thing I want to say is that you can actually get a 1/2 Florida Goldback absolutely free. All you got to do is go to freegoldback.com and put in your information, and they will mail you one at no charge. So feel free to check this out if you like. And I want to know your thoughts on them discontinuing the Utah, Nevada, and New Hampshire Goldbacks. Let me know down below in the comment section, and I will see you all in my next video. Silver Dragons out.